What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So a lot of you have been asking me and saying, Stopde, how do we do the tempo? And I'm here to show you how you can do it in 7 moves or less every single time with a little bit of magic. Alright, so maybe you don't need magic, you just need something that I apparently don't have anywhere around here, which is a pencil and paper. Basically, as long as you don't go and repeat anything, it is statistically impossible for you to not get it in 7 or less moves. In fact, in a lot of cases, you're going to be able to get it a little bit faster if you can get one of them, since they tell us which one it is when it unlocks. You're most likely either to get it, if you get it before the end, in 6 moves or in 5 moves, and probability wise you have about a 50% chance of getting it before. So we're gonna look at this here, treasure hunt here. So we're gonna start the hunt. Basically you're guaranteed 7 turns or less, and the reason why is because you have 7 choice for your first one, 6 choice for your second one, and 5 choice for the first one right off the bat. So you basically have a 0.47% chance of getting it right on the first round. 1 out of 210. There's 210 different possibilities that this could be. How you start it doesn't really matter. So we're gonna start with blue, and then you notice because we picked blue and you can't duplicate it, that means we have 6 choices next for the second one, and we have 5 choices left for the third one. So because we have 5 choices left for the third one, we're just gonna pick yellow. It doesn't really matter at this point when you do it because it's completely random and we don't know the order, so you're really just, you know, hoping for the best. And then we go in this. If we're lucky, we're gonna get one that's gonna match up. If we're not, then we're gonna have to keep going with the same thing. So we didn't get any that match up. Now, at this point, you have a couple choices. If I go along and instead of picking one of the ones that I already have, say I pick white, now what you'll notice is that in the first one we picked blue, orange, yellow. And so in the first one we picked blue, orange, and yellow, which means the first one we picked white, so the second one can't be orange, but also can't be white because we've already used white. So instead of that, we're gonna slightly raise our odds in this one, just in this one round of getting one of them right. It doesn't really change anything at the end of the day because you still have to try white in a future round with it, but you may have slightly better odds in this one round. So how you do it doesn't really matter. It's gonna take maximum 7 rounds either way. So then I'm gonna go with purple because I know that it's gonna be one of the 5 that are remaining in this one. If you did it with where you just pick blue, or if you pick one of the first 3 that you used again, then you're gonna have 6, 6, 5, and you're gonna keep going. You're gonna have 5, 5, 4, or 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1 at the end, and so you'll have it in 7 turns. So we're gonna go with green as the next one. So again, it doesn't really matter if you do this or not. You really just want to make sure that you're never duplicating up and you're remembering which ones you go. So we went white, purple, green. So if we open this up, we get 0 stones. So the next one, again, none of them match up, so we know that it can't be blue for the first one. We know that it can't be white for the first one. So we're gonna go along, I don't know, let's just start going this in order. Let's go orange. So we're gonna go orange for the first one, and now you can see we can't have orange and we can't have purple for the second one, so we can't have orange or purple, so we can be any of the other ones. So maybe we'll go with yellow for the second one. And for the third one, we can't have yellow, we can't have green, so let's just go with red. So if you're going through this and you're trying to kind of keep more of a pattern, you can go with that as well. So we see that red was actually the right one, which is good because I didn't write it down. Now we make our probability a little bit higher to do this. We should be able now to do this in 6 rounds instead of 7 because we know that the final one is going to be red. So since we haven't used blue in the first, or we didn't use red in the first one, the second one, that automatically eliminates it from those, so red is now no longer an option for those. So for my first one, I can't have blue, I can't have white, I can't have orange, so let's just pick yellow. Second one, I can't have orange, I can't have purple, I can't have yellow, so I know I can't have orange, and what I could have done here, instead of picking orange for my second one, I could have picked white. I could pick something that wasn't in space 2 to make my odds a little bit higher as well. So the second one, I'll pick white, because I could have white in my second one. So we go with this. Again, we get yellow as the first one. So now we're in a pretty good choice because we know that the first one is yellow. We know that the second one can't be orange, purple, yellow, or white. So it can't be orange, purple, yellow, or white. which means it's going to be blue or it's going to be green. So really at this point we have a 50% chance of getting this right, so we pick blue and we get it wrong. Our 50% chance was wrong, so then we go on to our next round. So this is round 6. Again, it's going to take you 6 rounds when you get it done. Once you get one of them, you can get it done in 6 rounds. If you get lucky, you do have a higher chance of getting it right after. So we go with that. We unlock the chest, we get all of our different boosts, and we can start again. Now you can follow a path with this. You can follow a pattern. I think Reddit has one that's laid out for you. But if you're going through that, if you notice what we did is we looked at what are ones that we couldn't necessarily have in the next one. If you go about with this strategy, so we'll talk about this as sort of an advanced strategy if you want to go through it, if you don't want to just follow a thing, if you want to try and get it done a little bit quicker, that's where we look at this and we say, okay, if we start with red, blue, red, and green, then we make sure we're not duplicating over any ones we already have. So when we went in there, if we picked ones that didn't show up in the second column or in the third column for our first one, that would eliminate more options later on. So you can kind of raise your probability a little bit better of getting it right. It doesn't do a huge difference, maybe like a percentage here or there, but it can help out. So we go in here, we get the wrong stone, so we see here that we get no matches. So I'm not going to duplicate up on any. I'm just going to go with orange, I'm going to go with yellow, and I'm going to go with white. So our probability makes it a little bit higher now because we're choosing from one less in one. So we basically have one less stone, one less combination in this round. And the only reason why this is helpful at all is because of the fact that it shows you when you get one right. So because we gave ourselves a little bit better probability of getting one of them, getting it right combination, we have a little bit better chance of doing that. So anyways, we can go with blue, red, green, so we know it can't be there. So we could go with red, because the second one was red before, and the last one we know it can't be green. We know that our last one can't be, actually I don't even know what I started with. I think I went white as the second one. So we'll go with orange maybe as our last one. This is why you write it down. I didn't write it down this time, which is a little bit unfortunate. Alright, so again, now since we've gone with this, since we've made our probabilities that way, we can try and get this done. So that was actually 2 turns. This could be done in 4 turns right here. We know that the first one can't be blue. We know that the first one can't be... I don't even know what I picked anymore. This is not good. So my unfortunate part here is I wasn't actually paying attention to how I did this. So your most important part is to actually pay attention. At worst case scenario, we still only have 5 choices left, so we'll still finish this in 5 rounds as long as I don't forget which ones I did, but there you go. So we finished it off, we got that done. That's how you do the temple. Hopefully that helped you. Hopefully it gave you a little bit of tips and tricks to get it done, but basically 7 rounds is all it's gonna take you, no matter how you do it. You can write out patterns you want for it. You can just look at it and write down what you do as you go along. Make sure you don't duplicate any up. Doing it yourself is nice because that way when you're going through it, you can kind of keep an eye and say, oh, I just realized that I'm using this one, and maybe give yourself a little bit better probability as you're going through. So we're going to play a match right here against a 124-120 squad to try and get ourselves the 120 overall reward. They give us a thumbs up sign, so we'll give them a thumbs up sign. The only problem is that I don't have enough gems to get the reward yet, so good ball movement there, gets it to Best. Best tries to go. We're getting a bit of lag going on, so we have to be very careful with our passes. Busquets to Gerard. Gerard from up top, and a nice shot early on to get us the corner. So we just get some good ball movement to get into the middle. A corner is pretty good to have, especially with Van Dijk, and he's going to finish that header as we move to the attacking formation. So a good start to this match for us. Great ball movement early. You got to play around with it. You got to move that ball around, otherwise you're not getting goals on these 124s. Alright, they're going over the top to Aubameyang. Luckily, I believe he was offside anyways, but a nice clearance. Oh, it was a foul. Okay, it wasn't offside. Okay, this is scary because, oh, you went short. A lot of cases they go long and they somehow find a player. I don't even know how that happens. This is like a worse glitch almost than the crossing glitch. So we're seeing that they're going to try and run that down the wing. We just stay on them. That should give us a goal kick. But yeah, anyways, back to what I was talking about before. I don't know if any of you have noticed that on free kicks, people can like kick it from half and they somehow have a way of finding their player in the box and scoring with them. It's like, it's crazy. It's crazy. So they're going to try and run the wing on us. I don't know that I'll try and do that to them, but we'll see. I might have to. I might have to play the same strategy. You can see too, we're pulling our players back, right? So we know that they like to make that run on the wing, so we're trying to keep our players back so that when they make the run, we're like ready and lined up for it. Busquets goes into there, Van Basten playing around with it. Nice play from Gerard. Gerard gets it to Best. Best is going to go. Oh, he's got Sar wide open. If he was onside, which I think he was, it should be a goal, I was going to say, but apparently no. Okay, Busquets into Gerrard. Gerrard with a big shot, Sar, and it's going to go over, but I think that should be another corner at least, so we do get another corner here. They're playing a bit more of an attacking formation now, and I messed up on that corner. I'm not good at corners. Don't watch me do corners. I know that. Okay, we messed that up. So all of that came back to the fact that I messed up on that corner. I gave him it. I pulled my keeper out, but at that point, I didn't really have much of a choice. He was just going to go in and finesse me anyways. I probably could have waited a little bit to keep my corner, but that's okay. We'll go up to Best here. Best gets there. Best loses it on defense. But if they're going to go down the wing, we'll go down the wing too. So they try to go short. Robertson, that was a fancy touch from Robertson there. Akacha tries to keep it in. He does keep it in, but unfortunately he keeps it in to give it to the other team. Aubameyang trying to make his run. Gets it to Van Basten. Van Basten getting a lot of pressure on him. It was nice to get that pressure. Unfortunately, they still hang on to that ball. Royce is going to get there. Come on, one of you get it up. One of you get it up. Gets it to Best. There you go. Gets it to Best. Got a man making the run, but it's Busquets, so he doesn't necessarily have the best pace. I need a little bit more pace, I feel like, on that mid to get that done. Gerrard is going to step on Royce there. Great play. Oh, we knew that was coming. We knew that was coming. Good work to protect against it. Gets it into Sar. Sar puts it to Best. Best is going to go. He tries to get that ball up, but Van Dijk is there to stop him. Oh, no. We got messed up there. Royce gets there. Royce gets there. Great save from the keeper, though. Great save from Mendy to come out on that one. And that's why you have to come out. Sometimes it doesn't work out for you, but really you don't have a lot of choice. Pulling out your keeper is one of the best ways to prevent some of those things from happening. Good work to Sar. Puts it out to the outside. Sar's coming in the middle, so we get it, but deep ball to Best, and there it is. They go down the wing, we'll go down the wing too. I'm like in the middle of switching to a defensive formation, almost give up a goal because of it. But there you go, final score. So we have enough to claim the player. I don't have the pass to claim the player yet, but we'll claim him probably in the next video. So there you go, we got to our 1.12 million fans. 1.126 million. We're moving along, getting closer to that 1.8. But thank you for checking this out and stopping by. It's been a pleasure as always. Stopde out.